Alright, so this is my first test of actually getting some calibration working. I've finally managed to hollow out all the excess code from before, and now mostly what's running on this is mostly my code now. I've finally managed to get the controller working and the servo driver working. So very basic right now, but this is a giant leap into getting this thing actually up and working. So right now, start turns it on, and then haven't figured out why it does that yet. Push circle, goes into calibration mode, and here's my debug printing out. Start it back up again here, and there we go. Now I can manually explore all the ranges that each servo can go at as far as I want. Doesn't seem like much right now, but this is actually proof that everything is actually working right now. So there's a direct connection between the controller drivers and the servo drivers. So all the data is passing through. Doesn't look like much, but this is actually a huge success so far. So now what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to go through each servo, all 18, and I can look at right there. The PWM signals are the actual ranges, the actual values being passed into the servo driver. So I can use those values and I can find each servo's range. So if I push select, there we go. I can move on to the next driver, the next leg. So the first one is servo 0. This one is servo 1. I have to be careful because these servos are pretty strong. I don't want it to knock it over. Oops. For some reason I'm getting random button pushes every once in a while. I'm not sure why. Okay. So yeah, that's my first step into getting this thing working. So my next step will definitely be to get the ranges that each one can do, and probably my next step will be getting this thing to convert instead of just, you know, manually controlling each servo, I'll have these controls point to a 3D coordinate, and then having the toe of each foot get to the 3D coordinate. So that'll be proof of some very basic inverse kinematics. Then my next step after that will be having the robot you know, take one step, and that will be testing the force sensor resistors on each one, and trying to get a basic idea of how fast I'll be able to have this thing be walking and still be searching for a ground or somewhere for it to step on. So I will have another update soon. Hope you enjoy.